Truth and facts are woven together. However, sometimes facts can blind you from seeing what is actually going on in someone's life. One must still have chaos in oneself to be able to give birth to a dancing star. Men don't need linguistic talent, they just need courage and words. Life happens. Shit happens. And it happens a lot. To a lot of people. Wild animals are less wild and more human than many humans of this world. One always has a better book in one's mind than one can manage to get onto paper. Don't let your luggage define your travels. Each life unravels differently. If you care about what you do and work hard at it, there isn't anything you can't do if you want to. I only seem negative to the fortunate. That's because I show the less fortunate that they aren't less fortunate after all. It takes as much courage to have tried and failed as it does to have tried and succeeded. Grief, no matter how you try to cater to its wail, has a way of fading away. The first step towards getting somewhere is to decide that you are not going to stay where you are. Most of what I say is complete truth. My edit button is broken. Time throws you out of its dimensionless planar like a boomerang. It unites with you again in death. Better to shun the bait than struggle in the snare. Hold yourself back, or heal yourself back together. You decide. Don't bother just to be better than your contemporaries or predecessors. Try to be better than yourself. The secret to achieving greatness lies in the art of planning. When we map out our dreams, we pave the way for success to follow. We must let go of the life we have planned, so as to accept the one that is waiting for us. It is the privilege of the gods to want nothing, and of godlike men to want little. No one human being knows the full truth about another human being, not even one's nearest and dearest. The greatest pleasure in life is doing what people say you cannot do. In my deepest wound I saw your glory, and it dazzled me. I imagine that the intelligent people are the ones so intelligent that they don't even need or want to look intelligent anymore. The living self has one purpose only, to come into its own fullness of being. But someone who has no peace within can't give another being peace. All they can do is give false hopes that they themselves don't believe. This is your life, and it's ending one moment at a time. If you really want the key to success, start by doing the opposite of what everyone else is doing. Pessimistic tidak lebi daripada sikap tak bermendahului nasib. Life is not about living the safer option. Life is about living a life worth living. Make a spurious division of one process into two, forget that you have done it, and then puzzle for centuries as to how the two get together. To hide feelings when you are near crying is the secret of dignity. You cannot change your future, you can change your habits. And surely your habits will change your future. You have to be able to recognize your truths in the daylight before you can find them in the dark. You must be the change you wish to see in the world. Success awaits those who steadfastly commit to any requisite sacrifice. Thank heaven for people who are satisfied with facts that conform to the reality they wish to believe. For it can never be that war shall preserve life, and peace destroy it. I don't think you should wait. I think you should speak now. In order to attain the impossible, one must attempt the absurd. Fear is a probability by its own cause of actions. If we live by it, we lose all the possibilities of endurance. Quietly endure, silently suffer, and patiently wait. Somebody may beat me, but they are going to have to bleed to do it. Laws of nature have no physical properties of mass/energy. They are platonic truths in transcendent realm that create and govern the universe. Despite its dark veins, the transparency of dragonflies' wings assures me of a pure, innocent world. Entertainment is temporary happiness, but the real happiness is permanent entertainment. Don't take life too seriously. Punch it in the face when it needs a good hit. Laugh at it. Life must not be a novel that is given to us, but one that is made by us. In the end, it wasn't death that surprised her, but the stubbornness of life. Success is the ability to go from failure to failure without losing your enthusiasm. Never to suffer would never to have been blessed. Life has become immeasurably better since I have been forced to stop taking it seriously. Delayed gratification is the bridge between your present sacrifices and your future abundance. I would prefer a sword-to-fight duel, but a pin to plan a war. Some things aren't meant to be known, only believed. Only those people create history who doesn't live in the future. Before I can become an expert on anything, I must first become an expert on me. It is said that your life flashes before your eyes just before you die. That is true. It's called life. The inner revolution will not be televised or sold on the internet. It must take place within one's own mind and heart. Maybe you're a firework. Come on, show him what you're worth. Firework. Martha, truth or illusion? George, you don't know the difference. George, no, but we must carry on as though we did. Martha, amen. Life always begins with one step outside of your comfort zone. Plant your tiny seeds and keep watering them every day. Soon, they'll grow. Faith keeps our ships moving, while empathy and the memories of our experiences lead to wisdom. Suffering is part of our training program for becoming wise. The fundament upon which all our knowledge and learning rests is the inexplicable. Whenever something bad happens, keep calm, take a few deep breaths, and shift the focus to something positive. People are always complaining that life's not fair, but that simply isn't true. Life is extraordinarily fair. It's just not centered on you. We spend money that we do not have, on things we do not need, to impress people who do not care. When you know what you want, and you want it bad enough, you'll find a way to get it. I think it's important to hold a mirror up to society and yourself. Whether you think you're right or you think you're wrong, you're right. If you think in pictures, right? If you think in words, paint. There are truths which are not for all men, nor for all times. Strange, I thought, how you can be living your dreams and your nightmares at the very same time. Life is dear to every living thing. The worm that crawls upon the ground will struggle for it. If your dreams don't scare you, they are too small. Take note of how people treat you after you say no to their demands. To be prepared against surprise is to be trained. To be prepared for surprise is to be educated. There is no future without a past, because what is to be cannot be imagined except as a form of repetition. There isn't an end point to excellence where you have it and you can stop. Being your best self means keeping on trying. Everybody stay positive no matter how negative life gets. To succeed, you must reach for the stars and let your imagination find its own path. I don't have to listen to rumors about a man when I can judge him for myself. If we don't change the direction we are headed, we will end up where we are going. It takes a while, but all of us will find our path. That day is not far away. The truth doesn't mind being told every once in a while. Be bold. Don't be shy to say no to the future you don't like. The truth doesn't always set you free. People prefer to believe prettier, neatly wrapped lies. Perhaps I know best why it is man alone who laughs. He alone suffers so deeply that he had to invent laughter. A lie, sometimes, can be truer than the truth, which is why fiction gets written. Some people may not fully know this, but praying is also an amazing form of manifestation. In my opinion, it is the most powerful one. It is a very natural human trait to destroy that which frightens us. When you open your mind, you open new doors to new possibilities for yourself and new opportunities to help others. I will never compromise truth for the sake of getting along with people who can only get along when we agree. If you change who you are to suit other people, you may end up dressed for the wrong occasion. Don't ask what the world needs. Ask what makes you come alive, and go do it. Because what the world needs is people who have come alive. Effective supply chain management is key to the attenuation of global scarcity of vital commodities. Read books. Care about things. Get excited. Try not to be too down on yourself. Enjoy the ever-present game of knowing. You can never cross the ocean until you have the courage to lose sight of the shore. Whatever you believe with feeling becomes your reality.